So what kind of jobs are available?
Well, it's like they'll probably have me in the kitchen more than like that's where everybody starts out, like either washing dishes or like putting foods on the trays or helping pots and pans, something like that.
Right.
But they have like libraries. They have like I think this is the PSU area, the psych area, so they'll have like different guys doing clerk stuff around here. I mean they have over like 300 GP guys here that are like live here. So they have a job for every one of them.
Wow.
There's even a guy that shovels the sidewalks.
I think we saw him.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be that guy.
Not here.
Do you go to therapy? Do you see a psychologist?
There's actually the one her name's like Javier or something like that. She seemed like once a month, and she's actually from Aurora.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. I walked in, I saw a Bronco flag. I'm like, okay, who are you? But yeah, it's.
So does she give you therapy, or?
No, she just like talks to me just to see if I need anything, or if like if I need psych meds, or if I need anything like that, which I declined all that stuff. But most people in my unit have meds.
Just to have them, or do you think they need them?
Well, it's like a special management unit. Like they just put me on there to keep me away from GP. And like most people are either like just have like some type of medication they're on.
But you don't take anything?
No. They just keep me on there until security advisor says, you can get moved to GP down the hall.
What kind of stuff, like food and stuff, do you miss the most from the outside?
Food?
Yeah.
Well, I know from, my last time in North Carolina, Bojangles, that was really good. I don't know if you guys ever go to North Carolina or no?
Mm-hmm.
Is that barbecue? It's like it's chicken and biscuits. And that barbecue place down the street from Frederick PD. Forget what.
Smokehouse?
Yeah.
George Boys?
Yeah. Yeah, the burn ends. I miss that. And just, I miss Dan's cooking. That's for sure. Like her spaghetti sauce and her fried pizza.
Yeah.
Fried pizza.
I don't think I've heard of that. What is that?
I've never heard of that.
Her mom has, or I think it was her mom, her grandmother on her mom's side had this this dough, homemade dough you can make, and just make up the dough, and she would make it up with Bella and stuff sometimes, so like a little smaller one, but she would make the really big one, and then she would put it in the oven, the bottom oven, and let it sit there for a couple hours, not put it on or anything, just let it rise. And then once it's done, take it out, form it, throw the spaghetti sauce she has, and spread it around, and throw the mozzarella and pepperoni, and put it on the oven 350. And
But what part of it is fried though?
well, they have some parts that you put on the grill. You can put it on the stove too.
Okay.
It's really good. I mean, it's really thick.
Yeah.
So you got.
Apparently we need this from
Yeah.
Sandy.
I've been working on that.
Yes. Write a note.
Yeah.
Are you able to stay out of trouble here?
Yeah. No.
Nobody's getting any fights. You're not getting written up for anything. You're not getting. Okay.
I try to keep a low profile here, so I don't want to. Because they say if you get like 2 contact reports, they'll ship you out if you work here. They don't want
To another location.
Yeah.
Oh, so then does that incentivize people keeping their nose down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I guess a couple guys got busted for having a cell phone.
Oh.
How they got it in?
No kidding. Like, that stuff just baffles my mind, how that stuff gets to...
I mean, they won't even let, like, if somebody sends me a letter and it has, like, like, someone sent me a Christmas card with glitter on it. They'll let me have it because it's glitter. Because, like, it's contraband. So, like, yeah, I don't know how people get like, cell phones and stuff in here.
So what do you do with all these letters that are coming into you?
Most of them, like, I just have, like, this... If somebody writes me once, I'll never write them. Just because I don't know, like, who they are, like, where they're from. I'll keep it. If it's like a weird letter, I'll shred it up, throw it away. If it's like a supportive letter, I'll keep it around, just like a supportive letter. And then like I've had some people like write me like a second and third time, but they've changed the way they talk, or like they've said different things. Like there's like this dude in like California that wrote me. He's a senior in high school, and wrote. He's like, okay, dude. I look at the name, like, okay, shred it up, threw it away. He wrote me again, like 2 weeks ago. Totally different. like never mentioned like his age, never mentioned his setting, like, hey, like I support you, I'm like all this, like that. Like if I didn't recognize his name, I would have known like he was just an 18-year-old kid, senior, trying to just like probably just get information, trying to, you know, because there's been like journalists and like other people like you can kind of tell like they ask a lot of questions. But I tried to like take into effect who's writing me and like just not to respond. Like I've responded to a few people just because like either my parents have talked to them on the outside and then I kind of know, okay, it's a real person.
Oh,
But like there's some people that like it seems like they're just trying like to get help for themselves too. Like some people ask like, you know, like just for spiritual advice.
they're asking for spiritual advice from you.
Yeah, like, you know, if they're not asking about the case, I'll write them back. If they ask about the case, I don't write them back.
You think you'll be in love again? There's a lot of women out there that are in love with you.
No. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm not the guy that's down the street or whatever it is. I've heard enough about that guy since I've been here.
What have you heard about him?
He got engaged over a letter.
He did, yeah.
That's pretty insane. But yeah, I don't see myself being in love ever again.
Do you have some ladies that are giving you a lot of, like, just telling you that they're in love with you and that kind of stuff?
Well, I've had a couple letters that have been like, you know, I used to get a lot of letters from lady friends that tell you all you need to know. And I'm like, I don't get those letters. Trust me. Like I guess there was one letter in Colorado, someone sent me a picture of them in a bikini, and then it's like went on from there. That was like the only letter I ever got. That was like that. But the press took it and just went with it.
Yeah.
Do you ever get requests from the press?
Mm-hmm.
And how does that work?
Tear it up.
So are you personally are declining?
Well, I don't like, you know, write them back.
Would they allow you to talk with them? Would they allow many here to talk with you?
I don't know. I guess some stations have asked to come in here and talk to me, but they have told them no.
Oh.
But I've gotten letters from like, you know, Denver stations and whatnot wanting to talk to me. And then quotation marks off the record. I'm like, yeah, right. Okay. Anything I write.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just tear it up, throw it away.
Have you thought about, like, writing a book or anything like that?
No, that's, you know, nothing like that. My mom and dad have been, sorry, what was it?
No, go ahead.
My mom and dad saying maybe you should like write down like how you feel or like, you know, how you've been dealing with this type thing. Just write it down and that would be my story. But I'm just like, I'm not writing. That's not me. I mean, I've always had a really crazy imagination. So like when I was a kid, like I even convinced my teacher I went to Japan over the summer or to China or something. But she said, you know, like, you know, you should just write down, like, you know, your story, like, how you've coped with this.
Why did you convince your teacher you had gone to another country?
It was just, like, what you did over the summer. And I was like, oh, went to China. I just started writing. And she actually believed it. I was really convincing.
So you're a smart dude.
Yeah. It was, and they, like, parent-teacher conference said, so how was China? And she was like, what? Nope.
So earlier you were talking about how this experience you're gonna want to help people. What do you mean by that?
So like this couple letters that I've gotten, like this one girl, she's in like an abusive relationship and she just can't find a relationship like with God. And like I never read the Bible before all this. Like in Weld County, I read it because, you know,
Right.
in the segregation hole there, it was like that was the only book I got. And I was like, okay. I read it cover to cover, and I never thought I could, you know, how many pages were in the Bible, but it stuck with me, and like I've been reading it more and more here. Like I got a different version here. I've just been reading it and just writing down like a couple scriptures a day, like to get to my mom and dad, and they've been like making a little journal and stuff like that. And my Uncle Johnny and his wife Martha, they're actually missionaries, and one of my cousins is actually as well, and they've been helping my mom and dad, and they looked at a couple of my letters, and they were amazed at how mature I've gotten with like the Bible and everything, the scripture and everything. It's just like one thing one gift that I did get was a good memory, as far as like being able to memorize stuff.
Right.
And like that's what happened with cars and with the oil field. I can memorize acronyms like that, and I've been memorizing a lot of different scripture. I can just kind of like help people that way. And just like there's been inmates that have left my unit and went to a different place and have written me just to ask like, can you give me a couple of scriptures to help me through this? Like, do you know of any? I can help somebody that way.
Yeah. That's good.
Do you get to go to school or anything?
They don't have any of those programs here.
Oh, they don't.
That's a accepted or evaluation prison, so they don't. I think this is when they have the sex offender class in here. That's the only thing they really have.
You gonna go to that?
No. No, I always ask, like, why do people go in there? And they're like, you don't want to go in that class.
You stay away from that class.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's the only thing they have here, but they have other, like, that's like the map of the prisons they have here.
Yes, looking at that earlier.
Oh, wow.
They have a lot here.
Yeah. Like 3 right in this area.
Yep, they're around here. I was just amazed that one thing I did see out the window when I first, there was like a neighborhood that's right next to the prison.
Yeah.
So it's like, is that
The same thing.
Yeah.
weird? Because like in Colorado, it seems like they're all like out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Sterling's in the middle of that, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Easy.
Well, we might take a little break right now.
Well,
I think it's almost time for you to eat lunch.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes.
Yeah, felt like the polygraph. Everything just like. I look up the time. I'm like, oh wow.
It's been 4 hours. Holy cow.
They might let us come back and talk to you.
Okay.
There might be a couple more things we want to go over. Is that something you're up for?
That's fine.
Okay. And then the other thing is, we might be back in a month and a year and 2 years if you're up for it. Now that's way down the road, but I guess maybe in the back of your mind, just think about that. And I hope so far today's been all right for you.
Yeah, it's been. Honestly, when I walked in, I was just like, wait, I know these.
Where do I know these guys?
I looked at you. I'm like that's not the site counselor. That's oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
They're Colorado people.
And then let's pass that A&E sergeant. I was like, all right, who am I meeting? I'm like, oh, it's not the A&E sergeant.
Yeah. So there's a possibility we might not make it back today. I just want to let you know, but we might. We really appreciate you talking to us.
Thanks for coming. Total took me off guard. I had no idea this was that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And again, this isn't it. Your case is over. It's closed. So that's not what today's about.
Great.
We really appreciate it. You've done a lot of things really good, really well, really good. You made a lot of good decisions. And obviously we're here because of just one bad decision, but I think that you've taken steps to get past that. We might come back after lunch if that's all right.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Let me go see if I can grab somebody.
So therefore, you guys plan to?
Yeah.
I think I had the better drive.
I think you probably did too.
Mine was like 50 minutes. Theirs was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was snowing. It's pretty nasty out there.
Yeah, the wind's blowing.
Not like wind like Colorado then?
It's a hell of a lot colder.
Yeah.
Well, and yeah, the roads aren't getting cleared like they would get cleared in Colorado. I think they just have so much.
Yeah,
you know,
it just
that,
comes in and just dumps.
yeah.
Colorado just melts within a couple hours
Right.
here. Honestly, I haven't seen it melt here since I got
Well, that's the thing. Everyone's
Yeah,
houses are
piles.
just piled, you know, like, oh, it's the next snow, and they just pile it on top. So it doesn't look like anything melts.
no.
Just a problem. So
Yeah.
Okay.
do you guys go outside for rec or anything, or?
No, not when it has to be over 50 degrees.
Oh, so you won't be out for a while.
No, they have like a rec, like a little basketball court down the hall from where my unit is. So we get there about 5 days a week for like 40 minutes.
Nice.
So it's a good chance to just get out and just run around a little bit, just stretch your legs a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you get weights or anything you can use?
Yeah, there's some weights in there. We go with another unit, and they're it's the infirmary unit that goes with us, and most of them are like in wheelchairs and whatnot. So kind of like I just let them do. I don't want to get in the way. Just like let them like there's like the pull downs and the lats and all that kind of road machine and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, but I think they have like a track or something like that you can run around. Once we can go outside. Colorado, they let you go outside. Like, I never went outside, but like at the DRDC, they just said, "Do you want to go outside? Let you go outside. That's cold."
Well, thanks.
Buyer beware.
And it's like, "When you want to wreck today?" You're like, "No." Like, no, it's like 30 degrees outside. You can go outside if you want. It's like, okay. But their version of wreck was like they put you out in a little cage and let you like kind of walk around for a little bit
Yeah.
at the RDC. It was a little different there.
Hey, if we don't want to come back, I just want to let you know I talked to your dad the other day,
Okay.
and just to get your property released to him.
Oh, that phone and stuff?
Yeah, your
Okay.
phone and what else?
Wallet.
Your wallet.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have some other things too. So, but I have to wait for the DA to release all that stuff and
Okay.
red tape crap. So.
Gotcha.
But then we'll send it off to him.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know you wanted my phone just to
Yeah.
some pictures on there.
that's what he said.
I think I had that phone since like 2016, so there's a good amount on there.
Yeah.
And if we don't make it back today, it's going to be because of some of their scheduling. It's not that we don't want to talk to you some more.
It's fine.
There's more things we can't talk about.
Okay.
But if we don't make it back, that's why.
Okay. Yeah, it's a holiday, so I figured they'd be pretty much open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't see many people walking through the hallways when I came down here. Usually there's a ton.
Of visitors or what?
No, just a ton of people, just like workers walking up and down.
It seemed pretty sparse.
Yeah, it did seem sparse, didn't it?
That was one thing I was shocked about when I walked around here. I was always used to seeing everybody in handcuffs walking around the hallways. Here, walk up and down.
That is interesting, right? I thought the same thing. I couldn't tell who was who.
Yeah, it's like
You can't necessarily tell.
You see the red tag, it's like an inmate, but it's somebody else. It's somebody who works here.
Oh.
Or like somebody that's like actual civilian who works here.
So then you're not in shackles and handcuffs that often?
I haven't been since I got here.
You're kidding.
That's why I was amazed. I was like, when the guy took me in the hallway, I was like, anything? No, just keep walking.
Yeah.
That's my psychologist was saying, this isn't a max when she first got here. Like, no, it's just like max or something. They just like, you know, if you want to act up, they'll put
You'll
you in.
abuse it. You'll earn those shackles back.
Oh yeah, they'll put you in handcuffs, take you to the hole,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they'll strip you out of here.
They have a solitary here.
Oh yeah, they'll strap you out to the bed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You can't move.
Yeah.
A little reminder of, behave, right?
Yeah, it's like don't
Not that you need it,
don't
but-
pass food, don't pass anything that's not yours. Otherwise, you're gonna.
Do you get to buy like commissary and stuff?
It's different here. It's like a bubble sheet instead of like Colorado is like a little touch screen you can do.
Uh-huh.
But here's like a little Scantron. You send it off to like Missouri. I mean, it's the same company, but it just takes longer to get here. Yeah, it's
Like what kind of stuff can you buy?
like ramen soup and peanut butter and oatmeal, like lemonade mix, stuff like that. I usually just get the oatmeal and the ramen soup.
Do your parents put money in your books then?
Yeah, I'm not sure how like that restitution stuff's gonna work. I'm sure like that'll like whoever sent me money on the canteen will probably like it'll take a little bit of it too.
Oh yeah.
It's right here.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.